Hello, my name is Martin Flaherty. I teach, among other places, at Columbia Law School and Fordham Law Schools in New York City, as well as international relations at Princeton University, as well as a number of other places. In addition to my teaching, and in fact, through my teaching, one thing I've also been doing for the last 30 years is international human rights work and international human rights advocacy. One theme in the advocacy I do is the protection of human rights defenders, and in particular, the protection of human rights and civil rights lawyers. I have examined persecution of lawyers in places ranging from Northern Ireland to Mexico and to Turkey. Why be concerned about lawyers? Well, something I call the multiplier effect. If an authoritarian regime attacks a dissident or attacks someone who is purely innocent, they're just attacking that person. But when they attack a lawyer, they are not just attacking the lawyer, but they are attacking all the people the lawyer represents. That is why, for such regimes, getting lawyers out of the way or marginalizing them is critical. But it is also why it is imperative that people who undertake this dangerous and, in certain instances, even fatal work is critical. Now, in the last few years, one of the most dire situations with regard to lawyers trying to uphold the rule of law has been occurring in China and more recently, and very sadly, in Hong Kong. 20 years ago, my Human Rights Center at Fordham would host Weitran progressive lawyers who were trying to use Chinese law to protect the rights guaranteed under Chinese law as well as under international law. But thanks to things like the 709 crackdown, and even before that, the Jasmine Revolution crackdown, almost all of the lawyers that we dealt with have been disbarred, have been arrested, are in detention, have been disappeared, or have otherwise been marginalized. Their voices need to be heard and reestablished. These people need to be protected. Likewise, Hong Kong, which had been a beacon of both the rule of law and fundamental rights, as well as the protection of those rights through the legal system, has been facing challenges that would have been unimaginable just a few years ago, under, in particular, the national security law. Fortunately, there are groups that are concerned with lawyers and the causes they take up. One of the best, in my experience, is the 29 Principles. It is a group that originated in Hong Kong, looking at the plight of Chinese lawyers, but now is working on those issues from outside, necessarily so. Why are they called the 29 Principles? They tried to implement a set of principles called the Universal Principles on the Role of Lawyers and Judges that was adopted by the UN General Assembly that reflects the views of the world community about the importance of lawyers defending rights and stating that they should not be persecuted for doing so. So it is under that remit that this group, the 29 Principles, is operating, and they have done fantastic work and will continue to do fantastic work. So I hope that you consider supporting them, financially in particular, but even beyond that, I hope you at least turn to their website and turn to their publications to educate yourself about these issues, because without that, the protection of these essential people, lawyers and human rights advocates in China and Hong Kong, will go unaddressed. And so too will the causes and rights of the people they represent. So thank you very much.